Krista slowed down the truck, looking for the right address, but seeing the numerals on a small sign in front of what appeared to be an apartment complex was not encouraging. Krista pulled over with a disappointed sigh. "What's wrong, Mama?" She pointed at the dismal concrete building. "I think that's our new home." Emily leaned over to see it better. "It's not a house?" "Looks like it's an apartment." Krista surveyed the concrete one-story complex, trying to insert some hopefulness into her voice. "But it's not very big. It looks like only about a dozen units. That's sort of like a house." She picked up the map that Pauline had mailed, noticing that next to the address was another number. "I think we must be in Unit 8. "8?" Emily's mouth twisted to one side. "Well, that's a good number. I'm 8 too. Maybe it won't be so bad." "Maybe not." Krista eased the big truck into the parking spot in front of Unit 8, relieved to finally be done with this grueling journey. "At least we won't have to lug our stuff up a bunch of stairs." She turned off the engine. "Hopefully we can get the truck unloaded before dark and sleep in our own beds tonight." She stepped outside the truck and stretched. After 2 nights in cheap roadside motels, she would welcome her own bed and nice sheets tonight. "It's cold." Emily shivered with wide eyes. "Do you think it's going to snow?" "I don't know. Why don't you put on your new parka?" Krista reached for her phone, searching for the number Pauline had told her to text upon arrival. Apparently, Pauline's son had promised to be available to help unload the U-Haul. Krista shot off a text, then held up the brass key. "Ready to see our new home?" She tried to sound more enthused than she felt as she led the way to the apartment. Pauline Harris had told Krista that available housing was an issue in Winter Hill. "That's because people keep moving here from California," she explained, promising to find something within Krista's budget and near the grade school. But for some reason, when Pauline had sent the key and brief description of the small 2-bedroom abode, Krista had assumed it was a house. She slid the key into the lock, then opened the door. "Welcome home," she said brightly, trying not to frown at the stark white walls and dingy beige carpet. "I'm sure it'll look better when we get our things here." She went through the living room into the compact kitchen and flipped on the overhead light to see shabby wood cabinets, mismatched appliances, and plastic countertops. Nothing like their sleek, modern Phoenix apartment with granite and stainless. Well, hopefully they wouldn't be stuck here for too long, although she'd regretted the 6-month lease she'd signed. "Which is my room?" Emily called from down the hallway. Krista joined her to discover 2 identical bedrooms with a clean but dull-looking bathroom between them. "I don't know." She pursed her lips, trying to disguise her dismay. "You choose, honey." Emily ran from room to room, finally deciding. "I can see big trees from this window," she declared. "Do you think they're in our backyard?" Krista wondered if they even had a backyard, but then remembered a door in the kitchen. "Let's go find out." She was disappointed to find the door opened to a windowless laundry room. Although appliances were in place, they were probably older than she was. Hopefully they worked. Krista wrapped an arm around Emily. "Well, we'll just have to consider this a big adventure." She gave her a squeeze. "We will make the best of it." "Hello," a male voice called out. "Help has arrived." That must be Pauline's boy. Krista returned to the living room, expecting to find a teenager. But there was a man standing in the open doorway, tall and sturdy-looking. He wore jeans and a flannel shirt and was smiling. "Who are you?" she asked cautiously. "I'm Connor Harris." His dark eyes brightened as he stuck out his hand. "My mom is Pauline Harris. You just texted me that—" Yes, Krista shook his hand. "I'm Krista Galloway. For some reason I thought you'd be a kid. I mean, Pauline said her boy would help me, and I just assumed you'd—" "Yes, I'll always be my mom's little boy," he chuckled, then smiled at Emily. "And who is this young lady?" "I'm Emily Galloway." She politely extended her hand. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Emily Galloway." He nodded toward the front door. "My daughter Anna is out there." "Is she my size?" Emily's eyes lit up. She'd been obsessed with the idea of making new friends these past few days. Not